staying in touch this week with our Crossroads Missions relief work in Haiti, and Reynold Baines is joining me each day. And Reynold, we want people to know how their dollars are being spent, because so many of you gave generously to Crossroads Missions to help out with the emergency relief there. And Reynold, first let me ask you, you just came back.
Yes.
Just on the weekend from Haiti, spending some time, a week and a half or so there. What was it like for you personally to see what took place there?
Well, Haiti, as you can imagine, is a very difficult place to visit under normal circumstances. There's some very, Port-au-Prince, there's issues of security, there's challenges they've had there for years in Haiti, and people are aware of that. Then the earthquake, of course, January 12th struck, and it was challenging, it really was. I needed to keep my eyes on the people, the beautiful people, wonderful people, not so much on the destruction. It was a total mess. I mean, talk about a war zone. It looked like it everywhere where you went. Of course, Port-au-Prince and the surrounding cities around the epicenter, great devastation, but the people are resilient. There's been a turn back to God. Talk to many pastors and they say our congregations are doubling. People are turning back to God, because what else can they turn to? I mean, and God is where they need to.
I heard upwards of 90% of the buildings in the Port-au-Prince are either totally destroyed, or they're going
to have to come
wrecked
down.
enough that they have to come down because they're unsafe.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, Reynold, we promised off the top of the program that you were going to share a story of one particular young lady. Tell us about her.
Yeah, well, Rochelle is a beautiful young Haitian woman. She's a mother, and I was able to take this video and share it with you here. And she, mother of a 3-year-old child, a little girl who's blind, in fact, and she's married, and on January 12th, she was there getting her hair worked on by a friend in a friend's house. The earthquake struck, it threw her to the floor. She began to crawl towards her child, as any mother would do, and then the ceiling crashed in upon her. She was crushed under that for 5 hours. Only her arm was out. She couldn't breathe, she said, and she's actually sitting, if you can imagine, on the rubble that once covered her body. It was this house where she was under. You know, Ron, she's a student hoping to be a computer technician, and she said she's not going to let this handicap stop her. She's going to move forward. And this story could be told over and over. There's in fact about 7,000 people that as a result of their injuries had to have a limb amputated. And so many people injured, so many people lost their lives. Everybody knows someone. In fact, it was our driver that drove us around while we were there that all of a sudden, his English wasn't very good, but he just showed up one day. He brought me into a hospital, and he said, I want you to meet someone. And he brought out his sister-in-law, and that was Rochelle, who you just met there. People are suffering. There's depression. And this is when the church needs to come together, especially the church outside of Haiti, to really lift and encourage and be there with our giftings, with our heart of love. And so many of you have already been there, and you've been supporting, you've been praying, and we thank you, because Ron, Crossroads viewers and partners, supporters have always been so generous, and have always allowed their hearts to be touched, as you have as well. I remember back in 2004 when there was a flood in the north of Haiti, in Gonaïves, and we were there. Through the supporters of Crossroads, we were there, and we were able to connect with several ministries. One of those ministries was Clean Water for Haiti. That's Chris and Leslie Rowling.
They're Canadians.
They're Canadians, a Canadian charity. We worked with them then. Then there was over 2,000 biosand water filters that we were able to fund for them to create with their team there. And once again, we're linking with them. They proved themselves faithful, and they've done excellent work, and we've gotten to know them. They have a real big heart too, and they truly love the Haitian people. And of course, Chris did a call-in, Ron, and you talked to him, and he shared his story that he was actually in Port-au-Prince when the earthquake struck, and he was part of the team, people just trying to help people, digging out bodies and rescuing people. Then he went back to his compound, which is about an hour north of Port-au-Prince, and brought down his whole team, because he has people that make these biosand water filters. He brought them down with their shovels and their heavy equipment, and they were helping to dig out people as well. But I had a chance to visit with Chris and Leslie Rowling, and I'd love to be able to share this interview with you.
The problem with water in Haiti is that most of it's contaminated. There are very few piped water systems. The piped water systems that exist don't actually give clean drinking water. the infrastructure here isn't such that people are going to have piped water going into their homes. So the solution that we have is that we give household water filtration. That is to say, anybody with a biosand filter can filter the water they have from whatever source they find it. Even canal water, even from an irrigation canal.
We've seen those canals, man.
Yeah. And it's in those areas people are most appreciative of the filter.
Talk to us now what you've done since the earthquake and the plans moving forward.
Well, since the earthquake, we've kind of gone crazy. We stepped up our filter production like anything. Just in the month following the earthquake, we brought 380 filters into Port-au-Prince. Our record prior to that, I think, was 200 and something in 1 month. So, and it was us and it was our workers. We were working overtime, we were working weekends, just bringing filters in as quickly as we could, because we believe the people that were here already, everybody who was here already was obliged to step up and do what we could.
Now, how many people can one biosand water filter service with clean water?
Well, it depends. Normally we say one biosand filter is for a family, a household of about 10 people. Because a typical Haitian household is bigger than a Canadian household.
So you've impacted already over 3,000 people that are getting them set up, and you've moved them into place as well. Can you tell us about the process of making a biosand water filter?
Okay, well, it's very labor intensive. Fortunately, there's a lot of Haitians that really need work.
Yes.
So we have 20 workers, and they're made out of concrete. And there's sand which goes inside the filter. I should say that it's not the sand that actually filters the water. It's a biological process within the sand. We have a number of molds, a number of steel molds, and each of those molds we pour once per day. Yeah. And so each morning we pull a new filter out of a mold, and we pour a new filter to take out the next day.
Can you tell us, in the past, how many of these biosand water filters has your ministry actually built?
We think that recently we just passed the 12,000 filter mark.
Oh, fantastic. That's like 120,000 people potentially that can be using this and getting some clean water. And now here's the proof, Leslie. Do you believe in this water filter?
Yeah, absolutely. We believe that it's important to stand behind what we're asking other people to do, and that's all we use in our home. We have a filter in our house, and that's all we've ever used. We don't buy filtered water. We use it for cooking, for drinking, and we don't ever get sick. So, I feel confident in asking people here to use that because I know that it works. When our daughter came home, she was only 15 days old, and that was all she ever received, and she never once got sick.
Thank you so much, and we so appreciate being able to be with you here in Haiti. You're always just so open and welcoming, and it's our privilege to be joining arms with you again here and doing our part to strengthen an excellent ministry, Clean Water for Haiti. Chris and Leslie Rawling, thank you so much. God bless you, folks. Appreciate you so much.
All right, Reynold, yesterday we highlighted Compassion Canada,
yes.
How we're working with them on the ground, and today that's Clean Water for Haiti, another Canadian organization that we're able to partner with people right there, and it's great to see people's dollars at work making a difference there in Haiti.
Yeah, for sure. Crossroads Missions, we've for many, many years worked in different parts of the world, and a lot of times it's development projects where they're long-term, but when it comes to crisis response, we're not always in position with staff, but these excellent ministries that we're partnering with have been there for years, and they have an excellent reputation inside the church with the government, and we were able to quickly take the donor dollar and connect with partners that we've well researched and have proven track records to make sure the money is effectively helping the crisis now.
And we are still looking at opportunities for longer-term help through Crossroads Mission as well. Director David Shelley is in touch with where the needs are. And so thank you once again for your help. And it's not too late to support, is it?
That's right. Yeah, certainly we want to put some information up on the screen. And if your heart's being touched, you want to do more. Maybe you've already given and you want to give again, or maybe this is your confidence is such that you say, hey, now I've chosen. There's the address right there. You can write into Crossroads Missions, put Haiti on your check there, make out the check to Crossroads. The address is there, Box 5100, Burlington, Ontario, L7R4M2. Or you can call right now with your credit card in hand to 1-800-265-3100, or go to the website and make a donation.
All right, Reynold, thank you once again. We'll see you again tomorrow.